Health Hut with our host here, Mr. Eric Johnson. Topic today is heart disease and cholesterol. And before the break, we were talking about protein and that it's important not to have too much protein. And we were discussing tofu, right, Eric?
Right, and I went and got some tofu, and I was wrong. It's actually, you got to eat about 12 ounces of tofu to get 40 grams.
Okay.
That's a lot of tofu. That's not, this is 16 ounces, but it'd be like 2/3 of this package of tofu. That's a lot of tofu.
Well, tell me something.
But then nobody is going to eat this much tofu in one meal. So.
You had mentioned fiber as well. How do you keep your balance, and what foods truly have fiber?
Lots of fruits and vegetables. The thing that we just can't seem to get into our thick skulls. You got to eat more fruits and vegetables.
Can you have some canned as long as they don't contain sugar?
Yeah, some of they still have fiber.
Okay.
But you know, a lot of the nutrients are gone in the canned stuff. It's better than other things you could eat. It's better than a Twinkie, but it's not as good as getting fresh fruits and vegetables. You want to shoot for about at least a day. You want to get at least 10 grams per meal or 30 grams a day of fiber.
I would think it's almost important to get
and even better actually would be to get about 60 grams a day for an active large adult male. I think you should shoot for about 60 grams of fiber a day. And like a lot of vegetables and fruits, fruits are high in apples. And there's a classic thing: an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, why is that? Well, it's the pectin, it's the fiber in the apple.
Okay.
And you can't peel it either.
Nope.
You want to eat the whole skin and everything, but that's why you want to get organic, because you don't want the pesticides that's found in the skin of.
So how many grams of fiber?
Apples.
How many grams of fiber daily?
At least 30 on a daily basis, but it's better to get 40 or 50 grams of fiber.
How many grams does one apple have?
One apple, I think, has about 6 grams of fiber.
We need to get like a counter, huh? That tells you.
A large apple could have as many as 8.
If you have like a calorie count, like
apple.
one of those books that tells you the grams of protein in foods and the grams of fiber.
Yeah, and those books are out there. You can find those kind of books. But, you can have those books just sort of look at it and sort of memorize. After a while, if you look in that book for a couple weeks, you'll just kind of know what's high fiber and what's not. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Broccoli is high in fiber. Mm-hmm. Cabbage high in fiber. There's lots of high density, high nutrient, dense in nutrients and high fiber.
Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about some of the products that you brought with you today.
Okay. Well, I just sort of randomly went around the store in just a couple minutes, and I picked one that's really crucial for heart health, and that's coenzyme Q10.
Okay. I've heard a lot about that, but tell me, really, what is it for?
It's for the mitochondria in the heart. It's like a super energy pill for the heart.
Okay.
It creates energy in the heart with no stimulant effect. It's creating cellular energy in the heart, and it's actually really protective of the heart. Your heart has CoQ10 in it already, but by increasing the amount of CoQ10 that you ingest and actually utilize, it is tremendously beneficial for the heart, the mitochondria in the heart at the cellular level. Really? So it's like if you've got any kind of heart issues, CoQ10 is not even optional. You've got to do CoQ10. And if you're on a statin drug, then everything I just said goes triple. And you need at least 300 milligrams a day of CoQ10, supplemental CoQ10.
What if you don't have a heart issue? Do you need to take it?
Then you should do at least 100 milligrams a day of CoQ10.
Really?
Probably usually in the morning, because it really helps with energy.
And is that like one pill, or is that?
That's usually one soft gel, yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm.
This is 400 milligrams. That's a real clinical high amount, but CoQ10 is incredibly beneficial.
DSE's Young at Heart program, in fact, this week had Dr. Donnelly. Who's actually, I always call him the alternative dentist, because he's very into natural means of dentistry. Mm-hmm. And he said that CoQ10 is very beneficial also for combating periodontal disease.
Yeah, for the gums. It's incredibly beneficial for the gums. Mm-hmm. That and vitamin C are really crucial for periodontal disease.
Okay. So we've got CoQ10.
We can do a whole show about CoQ10, but just take my word for it. CoQ10 is crucially important. We can go into all the science behind it, but
and then
we have the next one. It's called TMG, or trimethylglycine.
What is that?
Well, this lowers something called, it says, supports healthy homocysteine levels.
Okay.
And that's crucially important for cardiovascular disease, because high homocysteine levels, which you rarely hear about, and most people never even heard that term, but It is just an important risk factor for coronary artery disease or heart disease as high cholesterol. But yeah, rarely people go into the doctor's office and come out with a prescription for TMG.
Right.
Why is that?
What is homocysteine, and what makes
Homocysteine
it
is
high?
a hormone in the blood.
Okay.
What makes it high is not getting enough fruits and vegetables, not getting enough B vitamins found in whole grains, not white anything, but whole grains.
Okay.
And trimethylglycine is it's also really important for your hormones, to make sure that your hormones don't turn bad on you.
Okay.
And especially if you're overweight, the hormones tend to aromatize into their negative counterparts. They tend to turn bad.
Okay.
You know, they keep a good hormone from turning bad.
Okay.
And so that's really important. So this, not only is TMG incredibly important for heart health, it's really important for hormones.
Oh, really? So this can help to actually keep you in balance if you're. What if you're like, using birth control pills and you know how?
Yeah, then you. That's another good reason that you need the TMG. And the TMG also can. You don't have to do trimethylglycine. Oh, this is a great way to do it. This is a great supplement. It's very inexpensive. You can't see, but this is $10 for a bottle of 100 tablets. I mean, $10 is 10 cents a capsule. It's a tablet. And trimethylglycine is one of those things that's it's very inexpensive and it's affordable for most people and it's incredibly beneficial.
Excellent.
It's great for heart health. It's great for preventing aromatization of herbs or of hormones in the body, which is really, especially if you are older, if you are overweight, these all tend to be a problem if you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables and.
What if you're perimenopause or premenopause?
Yeah, actually, you need this after you reach the age of adulthood. Probably I'd say anybody over the age of say 35 should be taking TMG. I think. Or if you don't, the whole food equivalent honestly would say, well, why? That's crazy. There's no reason why somebody should have to take a pill of TMG. Well, no. If you're eating, say, a full serving of beets every other day, then you don't need to take TMG.
Okay.
If you get that, but how many people really, out there, and people listening right now, how many people out there eat beets every other day? When's the last time you had beets?
Several months.
Yeah, several months. Here you go. And for the inexpensive TMG, this is really important, and this will increase. If I had to make a random wild statement, I'd say if you took TMG from age 35, onward, I'd say you'd probably add a good year to your life.
Wow.
Now, is that worth a year for something?
To take? A year of quality life, yeah. Right,
and that's a good point, quality of life, because you got people that live to be say 90 that are miserable the last 15 years of their life. I know you say, well, 90 is a good, but do you should be feeling good all the time. If you're not feeling good all the time, then there's something wrong.
Exactly.